Hi class, this video is to outline what is the portfolio assignment. So in announcements, at the end of Unit 2, Activity 5, what we're doing is we're reviewing all of the material that we've done so far, and then we are going to ensure that we understand what the big culminating activity is for this particular assignment, or for this particular course, sorry. So what I wanted to do is simply explain to you what is the portfolio assignment that is worth 30% of your mark and why it's important to do your work in each and every activity. So I've I've linked it here, and I just want to make sure that you know where you can find it at any time. I have just recently edited it, so it may look different now than when maybe you last looked at it. I wanted to take out a number of things and make sure that it was understandable. There is now only one thing open to you. I have closed everything else so that we can focus on what it is that we need to be working on. So again, this is the culminating task that will happen at the very end. And what it is a portfolio. A portfolio is a demonstration of your work. If you were an artist, you would bring in a portfolio of your best work to demonstrate how you are as an artist, or to show people your best work, or a photographer. And we're doing that same concept, only we're doing it with the written pieces that you have. So we are going to create a portfolio, or a demonstration of all the different pieces of work. Here is a list of the things that you will need to have included in your portfolio. A level 4 is going to have all of these pieces in it. The less pieces you have, the less opportunity you have to demonstrate your best writing. So you want to make sure that you're completing the work and that you have a good body of assignments in order to submit to your portfolio. Previous to this, you may have seen the e-portfolio. And I've cut that out because in here, there used to be a link to an e-portfolio, but I've actually taken that out because we're not submitting them there. We've been submitting our assignments into here. So you should have each and every one of your assignments. So we are not going to be submitting it to an e-portfolio because you don't have access to. We are going to be creating our own. So you're going to take these assignments and you're going to put it in something where you can demonstrate all of those. And I'll be posting exemplars to the announcements in just a little bit. And they come from a different course, so they're not exactly the same assignments, which is actually good. But you can see all the different ways in which you can display your information. One can be a Google Doc. So it's just in terms of looking at your assignments, you're going to put it in a Google Doc. And you can copy and paste each of your assignments and your reflections and everything into. You'll have a title page, and then I'll be able to scroll down through all of your assignments. There are some other options of creating a slideshow, so using slides or a web page. Creating a blog or a web page is a great option where you can link in your documents. So, what are you going to be doing? In that portfolio, you're going to put all of these assignments in there. So choose a format, review the assignments, put them in there. You're going to edit to make sure that what you're handing in is the best copy. So you may have the original copy that you handed in, and then any improvements, you're going to hand it in as a best copy. And you're going to make sure that they're titled so that I know which assignment and which one is the first draft and which one is the final copy that you're handing in. So that's the first part, is you're going to put together a portfolio of your best work. The second part is that we are going to be writing a series of paragraphs and reflecting on your learning. And I've actually missed a spot here. I've just realized. So after you submit your portfolio, within that, we're actually going to do a conference before you submit it. and much the same that we're doing in Unit 2. Yeah. This is a video to outline what the portfolio culminating activity is. It is worth 30% of your mark, and it is very important that you complete that assignment. It will be due at the end of the course, and I'm going to go through and explain what it is, where you can find it, and what you need to be working on. So throughout each of the units, we are going to be thinking about it so that it doesn't creep up on us at the very end and that we're scrambling to put it together. So while I have linked the portfolio information here, I'm going to show you how to go to it through content because you can always access it. I have changed what's available, what's accessible, and what this assignment is, so it may look different from the last time you accessed it. There is only the one. I know you can see these, they've been closed. It is just the one assignment, and I want to make sure that you understand what you're going to be working on. So once I open content, I've got a lot of information and it can be overwhelming. So here's what I want to make sure that you understand. This assignment is going to be 3 parts. It's going to be your portfolio. You're going to include conference question responses for the portfolio, and you're going to write a series of paragraphs that is a reflection. So let's look at it. First of all, as we go through this entire course, we have been doing writing based on the reading that we have. These are assignments that have been due throughout the course or will be due because we haven't hit Unit 3 yet. These are our body of work to demonstrate the expectations of the literacy course. So what our job is, we are going to choose a format in which to display our information. You may have read before this was edited that we were using the e-portfolio option. I have taken that out as the extension part of the VLE doesn't actually work and we haven't been submitting things to the e-portfolio. You are going to choose a format in which to display your work, whether it's a Google Doc, a slideshow, or a web page, blog, etc. I'm going to be posting exemplars from another class into the announcements and attached to this particular assignment so that you can see what others have done or what that looks like. You're going to be including all of these assignments in the list into your portfolio. A level 4 has all of those assignments. Then you're going to make sure that the work that you're showing in your portfolio is your best work. So you may be editing your submitted copies of these assignments. So you're going to include what you submitted for assessment, and you're going to include your new improved copy as well into your portfolio. The second part that you're going to be thinking about is about the expectations of the course. And you're going to have a list of questions that you're going to conference with your teacher, either in an email or in a conference. We can do a Google Meet, and you can answer these questions. And you're going to put those into your portfolio as the conference part. So you're going to complete a portfolio of your best work. You're going to include your responses to those conference questions. And then the last part. You're going to hand those 2 parts in here, and then you're going to write a series of paragraphs expressing an opinion. There's an organizer, and there are some prompts here in which you can work where you're going to write a series of paragraphs in which you reflect on your learning, and you're going to hand it in there. That is your course culminating activity worth 30% of your mark. It's a portfolio, a response to questions, and a reflection. I hope that makes sense. Look to the announcements and to emails so that you can see different examples of what that course culminating activity is all about.